Captain Hyunwoo Kim stood on the bridge of the UES Determination, watching the stars through the main window. His ship was floating in deep space far from Earth. They had been exploring for 6 months when everything changed. "Captain, we're getting another signal," said Dr. So Young Park from her station. She was the ship's scientist and she looked worried. The alien message had been coming for 3 days now. Hyunwoo walked over to her screen. The message played again in broken human language. "Primitive species found. Technology level very low. No threat to us." The message came from an alien probe that had appeared near their ship. It was small and silver, covered in strange symbols. The probe had been scanning their ship and sending data somewhere far away. "They think we're stupid," said Commander Ji-hoon Lee. He was angry. "They call our technology primitive." Dr. So Young looked at her readings. "The probe scanned our ship for hours, but it only saw what we wanted it to see." Hyunwoo smiled. The aliens were making a big mistake. The Determination looked like a simple ship from the outside. It used fusion engines and basic metal hull. Any alien scanning it would think humans were still using old technology. But hidden inside the ship were weapons and systems the aliens had never seen. Quantum drives that could bend space, plasma cannons that could cut through any metal, and most important, human military knowledge from thousands of years of war. "Sir, we're getting a new message," said Lieutenant Minha Song from Communications. This message was different. It came with pictures of huge alien ships. The voice was cold and mean. "We are the Velcran hegemony. Your species will work for us. Do not fight. Fighting is useless for primitive beings like you." The pictures showed massive warships, hundreds of them. Each ship was bigger than a city. They had weapons that glowed with energy and shields that sparkled like stars. Hyunwoo studied the pictures. "How long until they reach Earth?" "The probe's data says 6 weeks," answered Dr. So Young. "Good, that gives us time." Commander Ji-hoon looked confused. "Time for what?" "Captain, they have hundreds of ships. We have maybe 50 ships in the whole human fleet." "That's what they think," said Hyunwoo. "Dr. Park, show him the real numbers." Dr. So Young pressed some buttons. Her screen showed a map of the solar system. Red dots appeared everywhere. Around Earth, near Mars, in the asteroid belt, even beyond Pluto. "What are those?" asked Ji-hoon. "Human ships," said Hyunwoo. "Hidden ships. Ships that look like asteroids or space junk. Ships built in secret on Mars and the Moon. We have over 300 ships, not 50. Ji-hoon's eyes went wide. 300? "But how? When?" "We've been building them for 20 years, explained Dr. So Young. "Ever since we found the first alien signals. The government knew this day would come." She changed the screen to show weapons data. "The aliens think we still use gunpowder and metal bullets. They don't know about our plasma weapons or quantum missiles." Hyunwoo looked at the probe floating outside their ship. "They scanned us, but they only saw what we showed them. Our real weapons are hidden. Our real engines are turned off. Our real shields look like regular metal." "But Captain," said Lieutenant Minha, "their ships are so big. Their weapons are so powerful." "Size doesn't always win battles," said Hyunwoo. "Remember David and Goliath." Dr. So Young pulled up more data. "I've been studying their probe. Their shields work by stopping energy weapons. Their armor is designed to resist laser and plasma attacks." "What about old-fashioned metal bullets?" asked Commander Ji-hoon. "Their armor can't stop them," said Dr. So Young with a smile. "They think metal bullets are too primitive to worry about." Hyunwoo walked back to the window. Earth was too far away to see, but he knew it was there. His home, his family, billions of people who had no idea aliens were coming to make them slaves. "Sir, what are your orders?" asked Ji-hoon. "Send a message to all hidden ships. Tell them to get ready. Tell Mars Command to prepare the secret weapons. Tell the Moon Base to charge up the big guns." "What about the aliens?" Hyunwoo looked at the probe again. It was still scanning, still sending data to the alien fleet, still thinking humans were weak and stupid. "Let them come," he said quietly. "Let them think we're primitive. Let them think we can't fight back." Dr. So Young was reading more alien messages. "Captain, they're planning to take all humans as workers. They want to use us like tools." "They want slaves," said Ji-hoon angrily. "Yes," said Hyunwoo. "They think we're animals they can catch and use." The bridge was quiet for a moment. Everyone was thinking about what the aliens wanted to do to humanity. "Captain," said Lieutenant Minha, "should we tell Earth about the alien fleet?" "Not yet. If Earth knows, people will panic. They might do something that shows the aliens our real strength. But sir, people should know. People will know when the time is right. For now, we wait. We watch. We let the aliens think they're smarter than us. Dr. So-Young was still studying the probe data. The aliens have been watching other species too. They've done this before. They find a planet with intelligent life, they study them, then they attack. How many species have they enslaved? Asked Ji-hoon. At least 12 that I can count from their data. Hyun-woo felt cold. 12 species. Billions of beings turned into slaves. The aliens thought humans would be number 13. Sir, new message coming in, said Minha. The message showed the alien fleet moving toward Earth. Hundreds of massive ships traveling through space. The voice was proud and sure. Primitive humans will surrender in 41 days. Resistance will be crushed. Your species will serve the Velcran hegemony forever. Hyun-woo watched the ships and the message. They were beautiful and terrible. But they were also overconfident. They thought this would be easy. 41 days, he said. That's how long we have to get ready. What if we can't win? Asked Lieutenant Minha quietly. Hyun-woo looked at his crew. They were scared, but they were brave too. They were human. Humans never gave up, never surrendered, never stopped fighting. We will win, he said, because they think we're primitive. Because they don't know what humans do when someone threatens our families. What do we do, sir? Hyun-woo smiled. It was not a nice smile. It was the smile of a hunter who had found prey. We show them that primitive doesn't mean weak. We show them that humans have been fighting wars since before they built their first ship. He looked out at the stars again. Somewhere out there, the alien fleet was coming. They thought they would find easy victims. Instead, they would find something they had never faced before. They would find humanity at war. Admiral Tae-jin Choi sat in his command chair deep inside the moon. Around him, the hidden lunar base buzzed with activity. On the main screen, he could see the Velcran fleet arriving at Earth 847. Ships, reported Lieutenant Minha Song. They're taking positions around Earth just like we expected. The alien ships were huge and beautiful. They glowed with energy and moved like dancing lights in space. They arranged themselves in a perfect circle around Earth, ready to begin their attack. Have they detected any of our hidden ships? Asked Tae-jin. No, sir. All ships are still hidden. The aliens think they're looking at asteroids and space junk. Dr. Woo-jin Nam looked up from his science station. He had been working for months to create weapons that could fight alien shields. Admiral, all weapon platforms are ready. The aliens still don't know we can see their shields. Tae-jin nodded. The Velcrans had made their first big mistake. They had studied only Earth's public technology. They knew about cars and planes and rockets. They knew about Earth's small space station and simple satellites, but they knew nothing about the secret Mars colonies. They didn't know about the mining ships in the asteroid belt. They had no idea that humans had been building weapons and ships in hidden places for 20 years. Sir, the aliens are starting their attack plan, said Communications Officer Subin Yoon. They're jamming Earth's internet and radio signals. On the screen, Tae-jin could see the alien ships sending down energy beams. The beams were hitting Earth's satellites and communication towers. In a few minutes, Earth would be cut off from the rest of the world. This was exactly what humans had expected. Every alien invasion in their data files started the same way. Cut communications. Stop the primitive species from talking to each other. Make them scared and alone. Phase 2 beginning, reported Minha. They're deploying atmospheric processors. Strange machines began falling from the alien ships toward Earth. These machines would change Earth's air to make it better for aliens and worse for humans. It was part of making humans weak before capturing them. Sir, said Subin, the alien commander is sending a message to Earth. Put it on screen. A creature appeared on the main display. It looked like a tall, thin human, but its skin was blue and its eyes were completely black. When it spoke, its voice was cold and proud. Primitive humans of Earth. I am Zephox Prime, commander of the Velcran First Armada. Your planet now belongs to the hegemony. You will surrender immediately. Your leaders will report to our ships for processing. The alien paused, looking directly at the camera. Any resistance will be met with destruction. You are a primitive species. You cannot fight advanced beings like us. Surrender now and live as our workers. Fight us and die. The message ended. Tae-jin could see the alien ships moving into their final attack positions. They were getting ready to send down troops to capture human leaders. Admiral, said Dr. Woo-jin, all our sensor readings confirm it. Their shields are designed to stop energy weapons only. Our kinetic weapons will go right through them. What about their armor? Same thing. They've never fought anyone who still uses metal bullets and missiles. Their armor is made to resist lasers and plasma, not physical impacts. Tae-jin smiled. The aliens thought humans were too primitive to be dangerous. They were about to learn how wrong they were. "Sir, message coming in from Captain Hyunwoo on the Determination," said Soo-bin. Captain Hyunwoo appeared on a small screen. His ship was hidden behind an asteroid, watching the alien fleet. "Admiral, the aliens are following their standard pattern. They think we have maybe 50 ships total." "How many ships do we actually have ready?" 312 ships, sir. All hidden, all armed, all ready to fight." Tae-jin looked at the alien fleet on his main screen. 800 ships against 300. The aliens had more ships, but they were overconfident. They thought this would be easy. "Captain Hyunwoo, what's the status of our special weapons?" "All railguns are charged and ready. Quantum torpedoes are armed." "And, sir, the Mars weapon is ready too." Tae-jin felt a chill. The Mars weapon was humanity's biggest secret. It was a massive railgun built inside Mars itself. It could fire projectiles at nearly the speed of light. "The aliens had no idea it existed, sir," said Min-ha. "The aliens are demanding that Earth's leaders come to their ships in 1 hour." "Good. That gives us time to get into position." Tae-jin pressed a button on his chair. All around the solar system, hidden human ships received the same message. "This is Admiral Choi. Operation Dark Thunder is now active. All ships move to attack positions. Stay hidden until my signal." Dr. Woo Jin was reading his instruments. "Admiral, I'm detecting something strange. The alien ships are not scanning for hidden threats. They're only looking for large energy signatures." "What does that mean?" "They think any dangerous ship would have big energy shields and powerful engines. Our ships are running cold and quiet. To them we look like floating rocks." Tae-jin understood. The aliens were so advanced that they couldn't imagine primitive technology being dangerous. It was like a modern soldier not worrying about arrows because he had bulletproof armor. "Sir, new message from the alien commander," said Soo-bin. Zephox Prime appeared again. This time he looked angry. "Humans of Earth, you have not surrendered. Your leaders have not reported to our ships. This is your final warning." The alien's black eyes seemed to stare right at Tae-jin. "We have destroyed 12 species before you. All of them thought they could resist us. All of them were wrong. You are primitive beings with primitive weapons. You cannot hurt us." The message ended, but then Soo-bin spoke up. "Sir, there's a response going out from Earth." "From who?" "Captain Soo-bin Yoon of the Hidden Fleet." On screen they could see a human woman in a military uniform. She was broadcasting from a secret ship near Earth. Her voice was calm and strong. "Belkran Commander, this is Captain Soo-bin Yoon of the Human Defense Force. We have received your demands." She paused, looking directly at the camera. "You have made one mistake. You called us primitive. You thought primitive meant weak." Tae-jin felt proud. Captain Yoon was one of humanity's best ship commanders. She had volunteered to be the bait in their trap. "We humans have been fighting wars for thousands of years," she continued. "We have fought with sticks and stones. We have fought with swords and spears. We have fought with guns and bombs. We know how to fight." The captain's voice became harder. "You studied our technology and called it primitive. You forgot to study our history. You forgot to learn what humans do when someone threatens our families." Tae-jin could see the alien ships reacting to the message. They were moving into attack formation, preparing to destroy Captain Yoon's ship. "You want to enslave our children?" said Captain Yoon. "You want to make our people work for you. You think we will surrender because your ships are bigger than ours," she smiled. It was not a friendly smile. "You are about to learn something new. You are about to learn why humans are not extinct." The message ended. Tae-jin could see the alien ships charging their weapons. They were about to attack Captain Yoon's ship. "All ships," said Tae-jin into his microphone, "prepare to decloak on my signal." Around the solar system, 300 human ships got ready to reveal themselves. They had been waiting for this moment for years. "Sir," said Dr. Woo Jin, "all weapons are ready. The aliens have no idea what's about to hit them." Tae-jin watched the alien fleet. They were beautiful ships full of advanced technology. They thought they were about to win an easy battle. "Signal to all ships," said Tae-jin. "Let them know what primitive really means." He pressed the button. "All ships decloak now, attack." Suddenly the space around Earth filled with human ships. They appeared everywhere, near the moon, around Mars, in the asteroid belt. 300 ships, all armed, all angry, all ready to fight for humanity. The trap was sprung. The aliens were about to learn that primitive didn't mean helpless. The Battle of the Solar Perimeter began at exactly 1432 Earth time. 300 human ships appeared from nowhere, surrounding the shocked Velcron fleet. Engineer Da-Un Kim watched from the bridge of the Soul's Fury as the first human weapons fired. She had spent months preparing for this moment, making sure every ship could talk to every other ship instantly. First wave firing, she reported to the other ships. Railguns engaging. The human railguns were simple weapons. They used magnetic fields to throw chunks of metal very fast. The metal moved so fast it was almost as fast as light itself. The Velcrons had never seen anything like it. Their energy shields were designed to stop laser beams and plasma bolts. When solid metal hit their shields, the shields did nothing. The metal went right through. Direct hit on Velcron ship number 7, reported Communications Officer Jin-Soo Lee. Their ship is breaking apart. Da-Yun could see it on her screen. The beautiful alien ship was coming apart like paper. The tungsten rod from the human railgun had punched a hole right through the middle of the ship. "Impossible," came a panicked alien voice over the radio. "How are primitive kinetic weapons penetrating our shields?" Engineer Da-Un smiled as she coordinated the next attack. The aliens were learning that advanced didn't always mean better. Sometimes old ideas worked best. "Soul's Fury to all ships," she broadcast. "Target their big ships first. Use the quantum link to coordinate attacks." The quantum communication system was humanity's secret weapon. While alien ships had to send radio messages that took time to travel, human ships could talk instantly across any distance. This meant human ships could work together perfectly. 5 human ships target the Velcron command vessel, ordered Da-Un. All fire at the same time. On her screen, she watched 5 railgun shots hit the same alien ship within seconds of each other. The massive Velcron dreadnought, bigger than a city, exploded in a ball of white fire. Major Seung-ho Park was leading the first boarding attack. His ship, the Busan Thunder, had attached itself to a damaged Velcron vessel. "Team Alpha, move in," he ordered his Marines. "Remember, these aliens have never fought humans in close combat." The Marines cut through the alien ship's hull with plasma torches. When they got inside, they found the aliens waiting with their energy weapons ready. But the aliens made a mistake. They tried to fight in the ship's wide open spaces where their energy weapons worked best. The humans didn't fight fair. "Smoke grenades," ordered Seung-ho. "Make it dark." The human Marines filled the alien ship with thick smoke. The aliens couldn't see, but the humans had night vision equipment. "Move in," whispered Seung-ho. The Marines crawled through air vents and maintenance tunnels. They came at the aliens from above, below, and behind. When they attacked, they used simple guns that fired metal bullets. The alien soldiers had armor designed to stop energy weapons, but metal bullets went right through their armor like it was made of cloth. "Bridge secured," reported Seung-ho 20 minutes later. "Aliens are surrendering." But Captain Jin-Soo Lee, who was commanding the boarding operation, had other orders. "No prisoners. These aliens planned to enslave our children." The fighting was brutal and quick. The aliens had never faced humans in close combat. They didn't know that humans had been fighting hand-to-hand battles for thousands of years. Back in space, the main battle was going badly for the Velcrons. Their huge, beautiful ships were being destroyed by simple human weapons. "Status report," demanded Da-Yun over the communication system. 78 alien ships destroyed, came the reply from Captain Hyunwoo on the determination. "We've lost 6 ships. 6 ships?" Da-Yun was surprised. "They have hundreds of ships and they've only killed 6 of ours? Their weapons can't hit us. We're too small and too fast. They're designed to fight other big, slow ships." Da-Yun understood. The Velcrons fought wars like gentlemen. Big ships lined up and shot energy weapons at each other until one side won. They had never fought an enemy that swarmed like angry bees. "Soul's Fury to Mars base," she called. "Is the big gun ready?" "Mars gun charged and ready," came the reply. "Target selected." On her screen, Da-Un could see the biggest Velcron ship. It was 3 times larger than any other ship in their fleet. It was probably their command ship where all the important aliens were hiding. "Fire when ready." The Mars gun was built inside the planet Mars itself. It was a railgun so big it went from one side of Mars to the other. When it fired, the projectile moved at 99% of light speed. The tungsten rod hit the Velcron command ship and simply erased it. 1 second the ship was there. The next second there was only expanding gas and metal. "Pieces. Command ship destroyed," reported Mars base. "Enemy fleet is panicking." Da-Un could hear the alien communications getting more and more frightened. They were calling for help, asking for orders, begging their commanders to tell them what to do. But their commanders were dead. All ships, press the attack, ordered Daun. Don't let any of them escape. The human ships moved like a pack of wolves. When an alien ship tried to run, 3 or 4 human ships would chase it down. When aliens tried to group together for protection, humans would attack from all sides at once. Daun, called Captain Hyun Woo over the radio. Some of their ships are trying to escape to hyperspace. How many? Maybe 20 or 30 ships. They're running away, Daun thought for a moment. Should they let some aliens escape? Or should they try to kill them all? Let them go, she decided. Let them tell other aliens what happened here. Are you sure? Yes, let them run home scared. Let them tell everyone that humans are not primitive. Let them tell everyone what happens when you try to enslave humanity. The battle lasted 18 hours total. When it was over, 824 Velcran ships were destroyed. 23 ships had escaped to hyperspace. The humans had lost only 14 ships. Major Seung-ho Park stood on the bridge of a captured alien vessel. Around him, human engineers were studying alien technology. "Sir," said one of the engineers, "this is amazing. Their computers, their engines, their weapons, we can learn so much from this." Seung-ho nodded. Humans were good at taking other people's ideas and making them better. They would study the alien technology and improve it. "What about the aliens who escaped?" asked the engineer. "They'll go home and tell everyone what happened. They'll warn other aliens about us. Is that good or bad?" Seung-ho looked out at the wreckage of the alien fleet. Hundreds of ships reduced to scrap metal and gas clouds. "It's good. Fear is a weapon too." Back on the Sol's Fury, Daun was receiving reports from all over the solar system. "Earth is safe," reported Captain Subin Yoon. "All atmospheric processors destroyed. All alien jamming equipment destroyed. Mars colonies report all clear. Asteroid belt mining stations report all clear. Jupiter station reports all clear." Daeun felt tired but happy. They had won. Humanity had faced its first alien invasion and crushed it completely. "Daeun," called Captain Hyun-woo, "what do we do now?" She thought about it. The aliens who escaped would tell other aliens about the battle. More aliens might come to fight humans, or maybe they would be too scared. "Now we get ready for the next ones," she said, "because this was just the first battle." "You think more aliens will come?" "I'm sure of it. We just destroyed almost 900 alien ships. The rest of the galaxy is going to notice." Daeun looked at the wreckage floating around Earth. Beautiful alien ships reduced to junk, all because they had called humans primitive. "Let them come," she said quietly. "We'll show them all what primitive really means." In the distance, she could see Earth, blue and green and beautiful. Safe. Her home was safe. And that was all that mattered. The first alien invasion was over. Humanity had won. But Daon knew this was just the beginning. Admiral Zelthrax could not believe what he was hearing. The captain of the escaped Velcran ship was telling an impossible story. "You say the primitive humans destroyed 800 ships?" Zelthrax asked. His voice showed his disbelief. The Velcran captain, wounded and scared, nodded his head. "Yes, Admiral. They had weapons we have never seen. Their metal projectiles went right through our shields. Zelthrax was the commander of the Malkorian Empire's greatest fleet. He had conquered dozens of worlds. He had never lost a battle, but the story from the Velcran survivors made no sense. "Show me the recordings," he ordered. On the main screen, grainy video showed the battle near Earth. Zelthrax watched human ships appear from nowhere. He saw Velcran vessels being destroyed by simple kinetic weapons. He saw the massive Velcran command ship simply disappear. "This must be fake," said his science officer. "Primitive species cannot have such weapons." But the recordings were real. The sensor data was real. The fear in the Velcran survivors was very real. Captain Yeonsu Choi was hiding in deep space, far from Earth. Her ship, the Incheon Ghost, was specially designed to spy on alien communications. She had been listening to alien messages for 3 months now. "Captain, we're receiving a lot of chatter from the Malkorian Empire," reported her communications officer. "What are they saying?" "They're calling for a great alliance. 6 different alien species are joining together to fight humanity." Yeonsu felt cold. 6 species. That meant thousands of ships, maybe tens of thousands. Earth had barely survived the first attack. How long do we have? "The alien fleets are gathering at the Nexus system. Based on their communications, they'll be ready to attack in 4 months. 4 months. Yansu knew that wasn't much time. But she also knew that humans worked fast when they were scared. Send a message to Earth Command. Tell them what's coming. Back on Earth, Dr. Haewon Young was working 18 hours a day. The human victory against the Velcrans had given humanity access to alien technology. Now she was trying to understand it and make it better. Dr. Young called her assistant. The new engines are ready for testing. Dr. Young looked at the hybrid engine on her laboratory table. It combined human engineering with Velcran quantum technology. If it worked, human ships would be able to move faster than any alien vessel. What about the new weapons? The phase rifles are ready. The molecular disruptors are ready. The dimensional torpedoes are ready. Dr. Young smiled. Humans had always been good at taking someone else's invention and improving it. The aliens had created amazing technology, but they had also become comfortable and lazy. Humans were not comfortable. Humans were angry and scared and desperate. That made them dangerous. Doctor, said another assistant, we're getting reports from the Mars factories. What's the production status? We're building 12 new ships every day now. The asteroid belt factories are building 8 ships per day. The moon factories are building 6 ships per day. Dr. Young did the math in her head. 26 new ships every day. In 4 months, that would be over 3,000 new ships. Added to the ships they already had, humanity would have almost 4,000 vessels. But the aliens were bringing much more than that. Commander Byung-ho Kang stood in the new command center built inside an asteroid. From here, he could see the entire solar system. Red dots on his screen showed human ships getting ready for battle. Commander, reported his aide, the latest intelligence from Captain Yan-Su. What does it say? The Alien Alliance has over 2,000 ships. 6 different species all working together. They plan to destroy all human colonies and then glass Earth itself. Byung-ho felt sick. Glassing a planet meant using special weapons to turn the surface into melted glass. Nothing could survive that. It was complete genocide. What species are we facing? The Mulcorians, the Velcrans, the Zephyrians, the Krathos, the Nexari, and the Vorthak. Some of them have been enemies for centuries, but they're all united against us now. Byung-ho understood. Humanity had scared them. By destroying the Velcran fleet so completely, humans had shown the galaxy that they were dangerous. Now all the major alien powers wanted to destroy humanity before humans became too strong. Sir, we have a message from Earth. Put it on screen. President Kim appeared on the display. She looked tired but determined. Commander Kang, I'm authorizing Project Prometheus. Byung-ho felt his heart race. Project Prometheus was humanity's most secret weapon. It was so dangerous that even thinking about it scared him. Are you sure, Madam President? The aliens plan to commit genocide against humanity. We have the right to defend ourselves by any means necessary. Yes, ma'am. I'll begin preparations immediately. The message ended. Byung-ho looked at his staff. They all knew what Project Prometheus was. They all knew it could save humanity or destroy everything. Sir? Asked his aide quietly. Are we really going to do it? If we have to, said Byung-ho. If it's the only way to save humanity. Captain Yan-Su's ship was still hidden in deep space when she received an urgent message from the Alien Alliance. All ships, prepare for final approach to the human system, came the voice of Admiral Zelthrax. Remember, we are not conquering this time. We are exterminating. No humans must survive. Yan-Su watched as the massive alien fleet began moving toward Earth. Over 2,000 ships from 6 different species. Some of the ships were as big as moons. All of them carried weapons designed to destroy planets. Captain, said her communications officer, should we warn Earth? Earth already knows. Our job is to stay hidden and gather intelligence. She watched the alien fleet move through space. It was beautiful and terrible. So many ships that they looked like a moving constellation. Captain, I'm detecting something strange. What? The alien fleet is moving in a very tight formation. All the ships are close together. Yan-Su looked at the sensor readings. The alien admiral was keeping his fleet in a tight group. It made them look more impressive, but it also made them vulnerable. Send this information to Earth Command, she ordered. Tell them the aliens are bunched up tight. She knew what that meant. If something could damage multiple ships at once, the tight formation would make the damage much worse. Something like Project Prometheus. Back in the Asteroid Command Center, Commander Byung-ho was receiving final reports from all human forces. Mars reports ready. 300 ships. Luna base reports ready. 200 ships. Asteroid Belt Fleet reports ready. 400 ships. Earth Defense Force reports ready. 500 ships. Deep Space Fleet reports ready. 600 ships. Stealth Fleet reports ready. 100 ships. Byung-ho added up the numbers. 2,100 human ships against 2,000 alien ships. The numbers were almost equal, but the aliens had bigger, more powerful vessels. "Sir," said his aide, "Project Prometheus is ready." Byung-ho looked at the red button on his command panel. One push of that button would activate humanity's ultimate weapon. It might save humanity. It might also destroy everything. "Not yet," he said. "Let's see if we can win without it." But he kept his finger near the button just in case. In deep space, the Alien Alliance fleet was getting closer to Earth. Admiral Zelthrax was confident. This time there would be no surprises. This time the primitive humans would die. "All ships charge weapons," he ordered. "We will burn their world to ash." The alien ships began glowing with energy. Planet-killing weapons powered up. Shields strengthened. The greatest fleet in galactic history prepared for the final battle. What the aliens didn't know was that humanity had spent 4 months preparing too. Human ships were hidden throughout the solar system. Human weapons had been improved with alien technology, and if everything went wrong, humanity had Project Prometheus. Captain Yeon-su sent one final message to Earth. "Alien fleet will arrive in 6 hours. 2,037 ships. They plan to destroy everything." Then she settled in to watch the battle that would decide the fate of humanity. The aliens thought this would be easy. They were about to learn how wrong they were. The second battle began in the dark space between Jupiter and Mars. Admiral Zelthrax's Alliance fleet dropped out of hyperspace exactly where they planned. 2,037 ships from 6 different alien species, all ready to destroy humanity forever. "Perfect formation," reported Zelthrax's science officer. "All ships in position." The alien admiral looked at his screens with satisfaction. This time there would be no mistakes. This time the primitive humans would not surprise them. "Begin sensor sweep," he ordered. "Find all human ships, but the sensors found nothing. No ships around Earth, no ships around Mars, no ships anywhere in the solar system." "Sir," said the science officer, confused, "I'm not detecting any human vessels." "Impossible. They must be hiding again. Sir, we're scanning for everything. Metal ships, energy signatures, even debris. There's nothing there." Admiral Zelthrax felt worried. Where were the humans? Had they run away? Had they given up? "Send a message to Earth," he ordered. The message was broadcast on all frequencies. "Humans of Earth, this is Admiral Zelthrax of the Galactic Alliance. You are surrounded. Surrender immediately and your deaths will be quick." There was no answer from Earth. Captain In-ho Kim smiled as he watched the alien fleet from his hidden position. His ship, the Incheon Rising, was floating inside an asteroid that had been hollowed out and turned into a secret base. "Sir," whispered his communications officer, "all human ships report ready." In-ho looked at his screen. The aliens had no idea that there were now over 4,000 human ships hiding throughout the solar system. Ships built into asteroids, ships hiding behind moons, ships that looked like space junk. "Sir, we're receiving a message from Earth." Admiral Nario appeared on the screen. She was broadcasting from the new flagship Soul's Vengeance, hidden on the far side of Earth's moon. "Captain Kim, you may begin the demonstration." In-ho nodded. It was time to show the aliens what humanity had learned from studying their technology. "Activate phase shift," he ordered. The Incheon Rising began to flicker. Its hull became transparent, then solid, then transparent again. The ship was shifting between dimensions, moving in and out of normal space. "Sir," reported his engineer, "phase drive operating perfectly. We are now impossible to hit with normal weapons." This was humanity's greatest achievement. By studying captured Velcran technology, human scientists had learned to make ships that could exist in 2 dimensions at once. "Enemy weapons would pass right through them. Signal to all ships," said In-ho. "Begin Operation Ghost Storm." All around the solar system, human ships began appearing. But they weren't appearing normally. They were phase-shifting into reality like ghosts becoming solid. On his command ship, Admiral Zelthrax watched in horror as thousands of human vessels suddenly appeared around his fleet. "Where did they come from?" he demanded. "Sir, they seem to be emerging from another dimension." "That's impossible. Dimensional technology is beyond primitive species." But the sensor readings didn't lie. Human ships were appearing everywhere, and they were phase-shifting to avoid alien weapons. All ships open fire, ordered Zelthrax. The alien fleet unleashed massive energy blasts at the human ships. Lasers, plasma bolts, and fusion beams filled space with deadly light. But the weapons passed right through the human ships like they were made of smoke. Major Kyungmin Seo led the assault on the Molkorian command ship. His team of Marines was using the new dimensional armor that let them walk through solid walls. Team Alpha, phase through the hull, he ordered. The Marines activated their armor and simply walked through the side of the alien ship. The aliens inside had no idea humans were coming until it was too late. Secure the bridge, ordered Kyungmin. The Marines moved like ghosts through the alien ship. They could become solid to use their weapons, then become transparent to avoid enemy fire. The aliens screamed when they realized that the humans could walk through walls and shoot them, but the aliens couldn't shoot back. Bridge secured, reported Kyungmin 10 minutes later. The command crew is neutralized. But neutralized was not the right word. The aliens were dead, all of them. The humans had shown no mercy to beings who came to commit genocide. In space, the main battle was going very badly for the aliens. Their energy weapons couldn't hit ships that could phase shift. Their shields were useless against human weapons that could shift dimensions. Captain Inho watched as human ships swarmed the alien fleet like angry hornets. The aliens were trying to maintain formation, but it was impossible when the enemy could appear anywhere. "Sir," reported his weapons officer, "the new molecular disruptors are working perfectly. Enemy ships are coming apart at the atomic level." Inho could see it on his screen. When the human molecular weapons hit alien ships, the ships simply fell apart. The weapons broke the bonds between atoms, turning solid metal into gas. Status. "Report from all fleets," he requested. Mars. "Fleet reports 80% of their targets destroyed." Luna. "Fleet reports 90% of their targets destroyed." Earth. "Fleet reports complete destruction of enemy formation 7. Inho was amazed. The humans were winning easily. The alien alliance, the greatest fleet in galactic history, was being destroyed by ships they had thought were primitive. "Sir," called his communications officer, "we're receiving a transmission from the alien admiral." Admiral Zelthrax appeared on screen. His ship was damaged and he looked terrified. "Human commander, I request terms for surrender." Inho looked at the alien admiral. This creature had come to destroy every human in the galaxy. He had planned to turn Earth into melted glass. "There are no terms," said Inho coldly. "You came here to commit genocide. You get no mercy, but we surrender. In civilized warfare, surrender is accepted." "You're not civilized," said Inho. "You're genocidal monsters, and monsters don't get to surrender." He cut the transmission and turned to his weapons officer. "Target the command ship. Use the quantum torpedoes." The torpedoes hit Zelthrax's ship and it simply vanished. Not destroyed, vanished. The quantum weapons had sent the ship into another dimension where it would drift forever. Admiral Nario was coordinating the overall battle from her hidden position. On her screen, she could see the alien fleet being systematically destroyed. "Admiral," reported her aide, 90% of the enemy fleet has been eliminated." "What about survivors? Some ships are trying to escape to hyperspace. Should we let them go?" Nari thought about it. The first time, they had let some aliens escape to carry warnings. This time was different. "No survivors," she ordered. "Hunt down every ship. Kill them all." "Yes, ma'am." Human ships chased down the fleeing aliens throughout the solar system. Phase shift technology made it impossible for alien ships to hide or escape. The battle lasted only 6 hours. When it was over, every single alien ship had been destroyed. Not one vessel escaped. Over 2,000 ships from 6 different species completely eliminated. Major Kyungmin Seo stood on the bridge of the last alien ship to fall. Around him, human engineers were downloading alien databases before the ship was destroyed. "Sir," said one engineer, "we're getting complete records of their civilizations, star charts, technology files, military plans." "Good, upload everything to Earth Command." "Sir, there's something else. These aliens kept records of other species they've enslaved." Dozens of species, hundreds of worlds. Kyungmin felt angry. The aliens hadn't just planned to enslave humanity. They had been enslaving other species for thousands of years. "Download everything. We'll free every species they've enslaved." "Yes, sir." Captain Inho was receiving final reports as human ships regrouped near Earth. Total enemy casualties, 2,037 ships destroyed. Total human casualties, 0 ships lost. 14 Marines wounded. Inho was amazed. They had faced the greatest fleet in galactic history, and won without losing a single ship. "Sir," said his communications officer, "we're receiving messages from across the galaxy." "What kind of messages?" "Surrender offers. 12 different alien species are offering to surrender to humanity without fighting." Inho understood. News of the battle would spread quickly. When other aliens learned that humanity had destroyed 2 separate invasion fleets without losing a single ship, they would be terrified. What should we tell them? Inho looked out at the wreckage floating around Earth. Thousands of alien ships reduced to scrap metal and gas clouds. All because they had called humans primitive. Tell them that humanity accepts their surrender. But tell them the terms. What terms, sir? Every enslaved species will be freed immediately. Every species that committed genocide will face justice. And no alien fleet will ever threaten human space again. And if they refuse? Inho's smile was cold and hard. Then they can join their friends in the dark. Admiral Nario was giving a speech to all human forces. Her face appeared on screens throughout the solar system. "People of humanity," she began. "Today we faced the greatest threat in our history. 2 alien armadas came to destroy us. 2 alien armadas died screaming in the dark." She paused, looking directly at the camera. "They called us primitive. They thought primitive meant weak. They learned that primitive means we remember how to fight." Cheers echoed from thousands of ships as human crews celebrated their victory. "The galaxy will remember this day," continued Nari. "They will remember that humanity does not bow to anyone,